Hi everyone, it's Kathy here again. Welcome back to my channel. This morning I just thought I'd like to show you one of my new Stamperia paper collections. So this one is Alice Through the Looking Glass, and I've bought the paper collection plus I bought some of the die cuts. So I just thought I'd show you through those, just to give you an idea of what's in them if you're thinking about getting this particular collection. So let's just bring the camera down a little bit. Oopsie daisy, wrong way. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this is the front cover, and the nice thing with Stamperia is that you can use the front cover, you can chop that about and fussy cut it, so it's still the same quality as the rest of the papers in it. So that's the front. So it's got some of the little cards on there depicting the March Hare and the Mad Hatter on one of the pages there, and there's Alice. So, and it's got some little cards. So you could do a lot of, if you're into fussy cutting, you could do a lot of fussy cutting there to make little embellishments, pop them onto a piece of card just to reinforce them. On the back of the front cover, it gives you some nice hearts there, so that's a nice backing paper that you could use either, and you could obviously use this pad for cards or mini albums or anything else, anything you like really. So that's the next page, and that's Alice looking very whimsical and dreaming, and it's got a nice text on here which is a little bit of a poem or a verse. It says, "A long tale," so that her idea of the tale was something like this. Furry said to a mouse that he met in the house, "Let us both go to law. I will prosecute you. Come, I'll take no denial. We must have a trial, for really this is morning. I've nothing to do." Said the mouse to the ear, "Such a trial, dear sir, with no jury or judge, would be wasting our breath. I'll be judge, I'll be jury," said cunning old Furry. "I'll try the whole," and it gets smaller and smaller, "cause and condemn you to death." But you can, it is actually big enough to read, and obviously if you do have visual impairment at all, then you could just get a magnifying glass, a little bit more here, and it looks as though it's been, this is a lovely effect it's got on the bottom of here. It looks as though it's been torn a little bit and added different papers when they were printed it, which I thought was really nice. It was a bit shabby chic. And then there's a couple of little sentiments just in the middle. Wonderland is better when you are completely lost. That's probably true. When going on an adventure, you need to get lost a few times. And then again on the first page, you've got hearts on the back again. Then a nice picture of the March Hare there, or the White Rabbit, whichever you like to call him. "Oh my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting." And there he is. Beautiful quality, lovely thick papers. On the back of this one, it's got some symbols from the cards, so it's got some spades and hearts and diamonds and clubs, which is a nice paper. Lovely vibrant colours. And then we've got some little ephemera cards which we cut out, and we could use those for like little tuck-ins, and we could use the back if you wanted to. They have got backs on them, which is quite nice, so you could mount both pieces, back and front, onto a piece of card just to stiffen it up a little bit, and you could use those nicely as journaling spots there. This one is beautiful, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. And again, you could either cut that part if you wanted to and use that as a back, matting and layering on a little card. Probably be about 6 by 6, I would say, that piece is, without actually getting my tape measure out. The next one, got diamonds on the back of this one, which is nice. And then here you've got lots of little things that you can cut out, and you could put little title spots on there for your mini albums, and beautiful pictures. Got here a couple of longer ones which says Wonderland is better when you're completely lost, and the other one, and what is the use of a book without pictures or conversations? This is very true, especially if you're like me, quite a visual learner, and I like to have pictures and conversation. So you could probably use those as well if you wanted to mount them on card and cut them out. You could use them for bookmarks to put in nicely with a card or something like that. So there's the old Queen of Hearts and the King of Hearts. This is all done in quite a classic sort of vintage way, which is one of the things I love about Stamperia papers. Oh, just to let you know, obviously this is the 8x8 inch pad, and it comes with 10 double-faced sheets. So on the back here, which is quite nice, oh, that's actually on the back of that, so you get the back of, that's actually a postcard, which would be quite nice, different postcard to send to someone, or again just pop it in to a mini album as a journaling spot. And then you've got a nice picture here, and it has like ribbons. You could either cut them off if you wanted to, or use it together to make a nice statement page, which is lovely, on the front of a page of a mini album again. Obviously that picture actually depicts the famous tea party, which is a lovely scene. And then on the back it's got some dots, some little polka dots, and then here again we've got some more ephemera cards, and they've got some lovely little phrases on them. This one says, would you like an adventure now, or shall we have our tea first? So absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And there's the back of them, and there's another one, it's always tea time, and again you could cut them up, fussy cut them, use them, mount them onto little foam dots perhaps, and make some 3D embellishments, or again use the page as is, completely up to you. On the back here we have some clubs, so if you didn't want to use the picture, although I don't know why, I'm sure I would use a picture because it would be a waste otherwise, but if not, you could use the clubs there. And that's another iconic scene with the Cheshire Cat sitting in the tree looking down at Alice with his strange grin on his face, and it's actually got some script here out of the book. So if you don't know the story, or even if you do know the story, it might be nice to read, or whoever you make a mini album for, it might be nice for them to read it. And then on the back of that we have spades, and then we've got some cards on this one, which is nice. You could actually make like a little mini pack of cards to put in, just as a novelty thing. And again on the back you've got the backs of the cards, which is lovely. I think it's really lovely that they've got the back and the fronts on them. It's really nice. And then here on, I think it's the last page, you've then just got the polka dots again, the little dots, which is also very pretty. And there's the back, and obviously that just shows you what's in the collection. So that's a pretty scrapbooking or card making paper pack. And then I also bought what they had as like an add-on, an extra, which I've never bought before, but I thought I'd like these because these are called die cuts for Alice. So you're going to see me opening these for the very first time. There we go. Open these up. These are lovely though, because they're not, normally if you get die cuts they're just done on a paper, but these are actually very similar to the Graphic 45 chipboard pieces, because they're actually put on quite hard cardboard. So these are lovely, various sizes. You've got the Cheshire Cat there, lovely one of Alice, which has been nicely cut. So we'd have to do is put some foam dots on there to turn it into a 3D shape. Then you've got some just different little Alices, various poses. Put that down on the blackboard, you'll see it better. And then you have some little cards which you can stick on. There's a little teapot. And you get quite a lot as well. There's one of the rabbits at the party. You get quite a lot in here. Can't quite remember how much I paid for this, but it was reasonably priced. I think it was about £4.99 in English money. So I think that was reasonable, very reasonable price, considering they're not just die cuts on paper. They're actually chipboard. And it's actually probably more value for money, although I love Graphic 45. I think you get quite a lot, these are quite a lot cheaper than the Graphic 45 ones. So you can see how many you get. I probably haven't got enough room on the mat to show you how many you do actually get in the collection. There's absolutely loads. I don't know if it actually says how many. You get 62 pieces. 62 different elements, which is marvellous. I think that's fantastic value for money, and beautiful printing, lovely colours, absolutely great. And we've got some little keys and things there. Okay, so that's about it for me for this morning. Thank you ever so much for joining me, and if you like what I've brought you today, or if you're curious, pardon the pun, about what I'll bring in the future, then please press the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, and have a lovely weekend wherever you are, and until next time, happy crafting.